In New York City, the jury for former President Donald Trump's criminal trial has resumed deliberations. Members of the jury left the courtroom after rehearing parts of testimony from Michael Cohen and David Pecker. Prior to that, the judge reread some of his instructions. Members of the panel are not actually allowed to take those instructions into the deliberation room, so they're taking a lot of notes. For more on this phase of the trial, let's bring back CBS News national correspondent Errol Barnett, who's standing outside of the courthouse, been there all morning long. Errol, what do we know?
Well, we now know, Vladimir Marie, that jury deliberations have resumed today. Remember, yesterday, it took them just over 4 hours to begin their deliberations before they made requests for 4 specific pieces of testimony to be reread to them, and for Judge Ron Merchan's instructions, key components of that to be read to them as well. This morning, they got their wish. The judge, in going back through his instructions for the jury, reminded them that Michael Cohen is an accomplice, and because of that, they cannot convict based on his testimony alone. They need to corroborate what he says with other evidence. They also wanted a piece of his instructions reread where he spoke about how they could infer information, even though they don't have the precise fact in front of them. The judge using the analogy of, if it rain, you can infer that it rains overnight if the following morning you see the factual information of people with umbrellas and the roads and streets around you being wet. They then were reread testimony from David Pecker at Trump Tower on the nexus of this scheme, where Pecker said he understood that it would be mutually beneficial both for his tabloid, the National Enquirer, and for the Trump campaign in order for him to be able to pay off people who were alleging negative stories about Trump, and other conversations where Pecker basically confirmed things that Michael Cohen had said as far as the understanding to pay off certain people like Karen McDougal, who was a Playboy model alleging a months-long affair with Trump. And they also heard testimony from Pecker, where he said Trump was reluctant, actually, to pay off McDougal because, in Trump's words, these kind of stories always get out. And he said Karen is a nice girl. Just a few other details that the jury had reread to them. Pecker's testimony on October of 2016, where he said Cohen told him the deal was off and to rip up the paperwork as it related to Karen McDougal. And Cohen's response was that the boss is going to be very mad at you about that. As I mentioned, other aspects where Pecker understood that the scheme he was entering into was mutually beneficial for both sides. We think this is relevant because the prosecution has made the case that the scheme that was concocted in the summer of 2015 was the nexus, and every other piece of evidence and allegation and incident of a payoff happened because of that plot to deceive the American people. And that's the bedrock of the felony counts against Trump. The allegation that he entered falsified business records in order to commit another crime, that other crime being the unlawful means of pursuing an election by paying off people and publishers to limit negative stories being shown to the American public. So now the jury deliberates again after feverishly taking notes, having a conversation and a reminder from the judge to determine Donald Trump's ultimate innocence or guilt.